Oh boy, Daddy's coming to Palm Springs Saturday, October 26th at 8 p.m. One show only in good old Palm Springs. Here we go. The 100,000 subscriber plaque is on the move. Look at this incredible fan. Oh my God, he turned it into a dog sled. He's by the river. They're rowing past it. He's flashing it. He's got it out all over the place. So this is going great, guys. I want to say thank you for spoiling the plaque, taking it around, showing it a good time, sharing it with people. So we'll keep you posted. It is on the move all around the country. And thank you again for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Harland Highway podcast, please do it right now. And now, without further ado, let's get going with the Harland Highway podcast.
It's all right. It's all right.
I think you're mad at me now.
I'm not mad at you at all.
What about, do you hate me?
No.
What about, you want to maybe murder me?
No.
Run me over with a snowblower?
No.
Crush me up with a John Deere wheat thrasher?
No.
I'm just asking, throw me off the Empire State Building?
Never. No.
Catch a giant sailfish and ram the nose through my face?
Like a marlin?
Yeah.
No.
You almost went, yeah. You were right there. You almost said yes.
Marlin, no.
Okay.
No, never.
So you're not mad?
No, not at all.
So you're full of love?
I am. I'm full of so much love.
You're riding down the Harland Highway.
All right, hold tight on the Harland Highway Show.
Harland Williams.
Me and you and
Lucia.
Muffin Top.
Muffin Top.
Is that the name of the dog, Muffin Top?
Lucia.
It could be a good name because it's sort of right at your midsection.
Right.
It looks
So
like a muffin top with eyes.
She is like a muffin top.
Move your hands. It's blocking the muffin. There, see?
There she goes. Right there. Perfect.
Looks like a muffin top with eyes. Like if a muffin top could come to life. Who knew muffin tops were so adorable?
It's so adorable.
Because listen to this. People go to the gym for years to get rid of a muffin top. And if that's with that kind of muffin top, you don't even want to go. You don't even want to park near a gym.
No, keep her. You want to keep her.
You want that muffin top to rise.
That's right.
You want the Chihuahua yeast to rise in Mama's. Oh,
I like that.
You do?
Chihuahua yeast?
Chihuahua yeast.
I want her to rise.
I want her to rise to power. Mm-hmm. And she's white.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe just like puff up.
Maybe
and
just
not rise.
no, but just be powerful.
Right, because if you say white power, that's intimidating.
Not good.
But if you say puff up white,
yeah, that's okay.
Who's afraid of that?
That's cute.
That's almost you almost want that.
She's really into you. Look at her.
Yeah, most bitches are.
She's really into you.
Yeah.
You had a Chihuahua before.
I did. Beautiful, and mine was black. So I could have had a black muffin top.
Yeah.
Black power. See,
power.
it doesn't matter. It's about the color is the power,
That's
but
right.
it's muffin power. It's not
That's right.
racial power.
No.
First of all, before we get too deep into the yeast, I'm going to lower this a little so you can also see her beautiful face. Now we got Muffin Top and Maggie. Maggie Cho is here, ladies and gentlemen. Margaret Cho, but I've called you Maggie since we've known each other.
That's right.
Actor, comedian.
Yes.
Do you still race Formula One?
No.
Oh, when did you stop doing that? Maggie?
I know, it's sad.
What?
I had to stop.
Why'd you get out of the car racing game?
I lost my license.
Oh, really?
So I can't drive anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
How did you lose your license?
I just didn't renew.
You didn't?
I didn't renew it. It was just like, I didn't do anything to like lose it. I just didn't renew it.
You didn't renew your Formula One racing license.
So you have to renew it.
Yeah. Do you have to go to the DMV for that? Like, do you have to drive a race car through the city and parallel park?
Yeah.
You know, oh, you poor angel.
You put an egg on the traffic cones and you have to make sure that you don't crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, I can't be bothered, or did you just forget?
I just forgot.
Oh,
I just kind
Maggie.
of thought they would just give me grace, but no.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Do you say grace when you eat, before you eat? Like, let's say you got a steaming meatloaf, like a giant puffed out meatloaf. It almost looks like like Meatloaf, the singer's leg.
Oh,
like a puffy meat. If you were sitting down to a puffed up meatloaf with gravy and much of, would you say grace or would you just meatloaf it up?
I would just meatloaf it up, but I did have lunch with somebody I didn't know very well on a movie set.
A stranger?
And well, she was another actor.
Okay.
And we got our little meals, and not meatloaf, but something similar.
Yeah.
And before she ate, she bowed her head and prayed, and I was so embarrassed that I just looked down.
Oh.
And paused as well. I didn't pray, but
You paused though.
I paused.
Praying and pausing. They both start with P.
I was embarrassed.
Why?
Just because I was so hungry. I wanted to just eat.
Yeah. To heck with the Lord. Let's have a meatloaf.
I was embarrassed though. She was like so gracious to pray.
You know, it's interesting when you go out to dinner with people or lunch or whatever, and they're of the Lord and they pray, and you're not used to it. If you're completely not used to it, or it's not, I could see it being a little, because you don't expect it. The thing is, not a lot of people do it.
No, not a lot of people do it.
Yeah, I like it though.
I think it's nice.
I think it's nice. You know, you're given this bountiful feast and you give thanks.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that, no matter what God you pray to.
That's right. You want to have gratitude.
Oh, do I have gratitude, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it in my eyes or do I wear it like a coat?
Both. You wear it like a Technicolor dream coat.
Oh.
And it's also emanating from your eyes.
You didn't just Donny Osmond me, did you?
No, but yes.
Because he was in the Technicolor dream coat.
That's right.
So I think you might have accidentally just Donny Osmond me.
Maybe I did. I haven't seen that show.
Oh my God. I haven't been Donny Osmond.
I love it though.
Thank you for that.
That's so nice.
I didn't know how it would feel to be Donny Osmond, but I kind of feel yeasty.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you're puffed up.
I'm puffed up. Do you ever puff up? Like, do you get allergies and puff up anywhere?
Yes.
Where? Why are you grabbing that area?
Well, I get it like in my lungs.
Your lungs puff up?
My lungs and my throat and my my nasals, my sinus. I had a bunch of surgeries because I have terrible allergies.
No, like what?
To dust.
Dust?
Actually, it's not even dust. It's dust mites.
Oh,
it's dust
God.
mite shit. That's what it is. You know, dust mite excrement?
Wait a minute. Hold on. So dust mites are almost microscopic.
Right.
So I got to imagine their shits you couldn't even see them with the Hubble telescope.
You couldn't even see it. But it makes me so sick. So I've had, a number of surgeries.
Because of dust mite shit?
Because of dust mite shit.
Does it stink?
No, you can't even detect it unless it gives you an allergic reaction.
Can you imagine a dust mite talking to another dust mite? Go, oh, you act like your shit don't stink. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't. I'm a dust mite. It doesn't. It's about as big as a half a molecule.
Right.
Do they even need to wipe their bums after?
I don't know.
Does a dust mite, does it ball up a little bit of dust and just go?
Ooh, maybe it has a bidet.
Oh, I hope
maybe
so. I had a good bidet.
Yeah, it rinses.
Yeah, I wonder if an Australian dust mite has a good bidet. Good bidet, mate.
Yes.
Good bidet on you.
That's right.
Are there dust mites in Australia? Because they're down under.
They're still there, though.
And down is what? That's duck feathers.
Yeah, and they live on down.
Oh, wow.
They live on down.
So they might.
Might.
Have mites.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, I want to take a minute to tell you about Hims. Not hers, Hims. Yeah. Your sex life matters. Believe me, we all know it. Your sex life matters, but sometimes you're too busy. But with Hims, Hims, you get personal ED treatment delivered to your door. No doctor visit needed. Maybe you even get to the door before the rest of your body if you're using Hims. With hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, Hims can help you find the ED option that works for you with a process that's completely online. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/Harland. That's HIMS.com/Harland for your personal ED treatment solutions. hims.com/Harland. If you say Harland fast enough, it sounds like something else that Hims produces. Harland, you get it. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if it's appropriate for you. Restrictions do apply, so see the website for details and important safety information. Subscription required, and prices vary based on product and your subscription plan. So there you go, guy. Hims. You'll be singing hymns after you have a night with Hims. Oh, Hims. See what me and Maggie did there? And that's why we were almost the comedy team of the 90s that everyone wanted, but we didn't want it.
Right.
Because we didn't want to project that power. We didn't want to roll over our comedy friends.
No, there was no way we were going to do that. No way.
We're too compassionate.
That's right.
Me and you. What did you say I had in my eyes earlier?
Empathetic.
And
full of gratitude.
And I think that's what you have, that we didn't crush over our competition by becoming Harland and Maggie, like comedy duo.
That's right.
Like Shields and Yarnell.
Ooh.
Remember them?
Mime.
Yours.
Mime.
It's yours.
I love them.
I don't want them. They're yours.
They're great. They were from San Francisco, I think.
Were they?
Yeah, I think they would do Mime at like Pier 39, which is like
Pier
a place.
30 Mime.
Yeah.
I'd love to see mimes literally step on a land mime, because I hate them. I'd like to see all mimes like blow like zero dark 30 up into the air.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'd love to plant land mimes all over the theater district and just watch those silent horrors blow up into thousands of mime pieces.
Silent pieces.
I want to see it snow mime.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Hate the horrors.
Ooh.
I don't hate a lot. You know that. We've skipped through the daisies together holding hands.
Yeah.
I don't hate a lot.
No, you don't. You like most things.
But tell me what I do hate.
Mimes.
Why do I hate them so much, Maggie?
They're quiet. You can't tell what's going on.
Can a mime do a silent fart?
Yeah. I think they'd all be silent.
Yeah,
It's
oh my
all
God,
silent.
you're right.
Yeah.
So a mime probably can't do a loud fart.
I don't think so.
Oh, Maggie.
I know. She farts very silently, but it really smells like rotten garbage.
Oh,
She's
great.
been farting for the last couple of days. I don't know what she ate, but she's had like some really rotten, spicy farts, like shockingly large for her small size.
You know what? This is the migration. Do you have any herds of caribou running through your yard? Because she might have found like an old caribou carcass or something.
That's it.
Caribou?
Probably what it is. That's probably what she's eating. Like some rotten game.
Yeah, carrion they call it.
Some carrion.
Yeah.
She's eating something nasty.
I remember I took a flight from New York to Denver once, and I brought a rotting moose carcass on the plane.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Sir, you can't bring that on here." And I said, "Yes, I can. It's carrion." And she said, "Sir, no, it has to be carry-on." And I was like, "Oops, my bad." And meanwhile, maggots are falling all over everybody, and it smells like her farts. And
it's awful.
I felt like such an idiot.
Well, it's not really your fault because it sounds the same. Easy mistake could easily be made by anybody.
Yeah, it's not my fault. It's Delta Airlines' fault.
That's right.
Maybe I'm going to sue them for denying me a rotten moose corpse.
I mean,
up theirs with what? Oh, what should I got to be careful here. What should we put up Delta's tail fin?
a mime?
We can, but what would we,
What?
to give it to them?
I don't know.
What about a 12-layer lasagna? Is that going to...
12 layers. That's a lot of lasagna.
Yeah, but don't forget it's an airplane.
Right.
I mean, how big is an airplane's hoo-ha? Like, you can't do this. They're not going to feel it, but you put a 12-layer Mary Calendar's lasagna up there, you might as well start Christmas in January.
You mean like a frozen Mary Calendar's, like from the frozen food section?
Might as well freeze it because there's a lot of jet action happening up there.
So it'll be hard.
Be hard.
Yeah.
Let it cook.
Do that.
Great. And I'm going to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hala Hawa Podcast here in the world. This show goes to the whole world, by the way,
Wow.
so get ready.
I love it.
The Hala Hawa Podcast here with such a special guest, such a treat. If you were in a bakery and you said to the baker, what's your favorite treat? They'd go get Maggie Cho. Margaret Cho, I call her Maggie. She probably doesn't like it, but is that going to stop me? I don't think so.
No.
Comedian, actress. What's the latest credit you want to go by, Maggie?
I have a band.
Get out.
So I'm playing music.
Oh, so it's not a rubber band?
No, but I have that too.
No way. Where'd you get it, Staples?
Yes.
Oh, they have the best rubber bands.
They really do.
Tell me about your music band.
My music band. I play music. I have an album that's coming out in January, no, February.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you.
Yeah.
I've known you for what, 30 years?
Yes. At least. Maybe longer.
I'm going to talk about, after you tell us about the band, I want to tell them about one of our early like get-togethers we had.
Okay.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Tell us about this band. What the heck?
I play music and I wrote a bunch of songs, and so I'm putting out my third album. It's called Lucky Gift, and it's coming out on not December. It's the announcement is coming out in December. So this is before the announcement.
This is a pre-announcement.
Pre-announcement, but the album's
Whoa.
coming out on Valentine's Day next year.
What genre of music would you say it is?
Power pop. So it's a little bit like what maybe Bare Naked Ladies from Canada.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like your neck of the woods.
The ladies, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
something
so it's
like
really
that.
catchy, sort
Very
of.
catchy pop tunes,
Oh, Maggie.
but with a sour edge.
Oh, so like it's been in the fridge too long?
Yeah, a little bit like with a skin on top.
Yeah, it's been in the studio
Yeah.
too long.
It's been a little bit sort of stinky, but it's good.
Whoa. Would you want to sing us a little, like a line? Two notes, huh?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe if we could even just do a whole word from one of the songs.
Lucia. Weren't you in a band?
Yeah, I have a band.
You were a band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
called The Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it with my cousin.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's like a hobby band.
Yeah.
It's not like it's we do it here and there. Mm-hmm. But if you want to, do you have one of your songs we could play on this podcast? Would you want us to play it?
Yes.
Well, then you send me. Do you have any rock videos?
Yes.
Do you want us to pop in one of your rock videos right here and right now?
Yes.
Folks, hold on. Here we go, gang. This is the world premiere, not really, but on the Harland Highway, of Maggie Cho's, name the band again. It's
There's no name. It's just me.
It's just Margaret Cho, and we're about to watch one of your songs. What's
Yes.
the name? Well, you don't know yet. You're probably
I don't know yet.
You're gonna pick a good one,
I'll pick and then you'll drop it right in.
and we'll drop it. Why don't we do it? You just go into your camera, say, "Roll it, Harland."
Roll it, Harland.
Hey, big dog, why are you afraid of the wind? It will always blow the doors and windows in. Wind is real, it's always there. Baby, big dog, it's only moving air.
Hey, big mama, why you always wait by the phone? Don't you know that bad man will always leave you alone? He likes to say he will, but he never says when. And I will fight him if it comes around again. We're silly creatures who need teachers. We got problems. Can we solve them together? Together.
do you howl at the moon? I never heard such a sad and mournful tune. Didn't you know the moon is your friend? It's the only one there for you in the end.
Hey, big mama, why you let that man come around? I don't like the way he looks, I don't like the way he sounds. And I didn't tell you, but he stepped on my tail. And he smells just like he's fresh out of jail.
Stop licking your paws. I like the taste. I am the boss. Squirrel's gotta be chased. Don't pee on the rug. Then don't do drugs. You're just a pup. Stop messing things up. We're silly creatures who need teachers. We got problems. Can we solve them together? Together. Together.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I'm pretending I just saw it.
It's amazing.
Whoa, dude. What?
Wow.
What in the name of caramelized onions did I just see?
Amazing.
Brosephios. What? Stop. Dude. That was you?
That was me.
Talk to me, guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I love it. I love playing music.
Yeah, do you
It's really
play
fun.
do you play and sing or just
Yes.
sing?
I wrote the album on a double neck guitar mandolin.
Whoa.
So I play two instruments at the same time.
So
And
that
it's
mean-
really great.
Does that mean you're
Not ambidextrous, but I'm a multi-instrumentalist.
Wow.
But I could be, maybe I'm slightly ambidextrous. I think all guitar players are ambidextrous to some degree because you use one hand to fret and the other hand to strum or pick.
Ooh, yeah.
So you do have to have some command over both hands. Don't you play guitar?
No. Do you think deers are ambidextrous
Yes.
or
Also-
bambidextrous?
Bambidextrous.
Yeah.
Both.
Wow.
Bambidextrous.
For deers,
It's cute.
it is cute, almost too cute. Like,
like
you
that.
almost want to get a hunting license.
No,
No,
don't get
I
a
said almost. Like it's right at the edge of cute and blast its head off
Right.
in the forest during
Right.
hunting season.
Okay.
Like a cute little Bambi deer. Like
Okay.
you're right at that line. Their skin
didn't
is
do it
one
yet.
white speckle away from, but
You didn't do
we're
it yet.
still in cute.
Yeah, didn't do it yet.
So we're not going to.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
love it. I can't believe I didn't know that. Now
Yes.
remember you said you felt embarrassed about when people were praying?
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed I didn't know you sang.
It's all right. It's all right.
You think you're mad at me now.
I'm not mad at you at all.
What about, do you hate me?
No.
What about, do you want to maybe murder me?
No.
Run me over with a snowblower?
No.
Crush me up with a John Deere wheat thrasher?
No.
I'm just asking, throw me off the
Yeah.
Empire State Building?
Never. No.
Catch a giant sailfish and ram the nose through my face?
No. Like a marlin?
Yeah.
No.
You almost went, yeah. You were right there. You almost said
The
yes.
marlin, no.
Okay.
No, never.
So you're not mad.
No, not at all.
So you're full of love.
I am. I'm full of so much love.
Speaking of love, we had a dinner years ago. You invited me over for dinner. This was like 25 years ago.
Yes.
You invited me over for a beautiful dinner to your beautiful house one night to hang out. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, let's go. Let's have a beautiful dinner with Maggie. And I get over there, and you're a unique person. Everyone knows Maggie's like, you've got a unique personality, a unique sensibility. There's no one like you.
Right.
Fair to say?
Yes.
Do you remember what you served at the dinner?
It was a salad with flowers in it.
Yeah. And when we say flowers, like I'm talking like...
Do you have some?
I want people to see... It was like flowers.
That was like flowers. There was flowers.
Like I went to dinner, like I was hoping for a corned beef sandwich, maybe a glazed ham, lobster thermidor.
Yes.
Maybe even Arby's if on a lucky day.
Yeah.
And I got there and Maggie's so unique. Do you want a flower?
Thank you.
I get there and she literally prepared like real flowers. And I was just like, and I go, what's for dinner? I thought they were decorations. And you were like, no, we're the flowers. And then I thought, okay, she's a comedian. She's having me on a little bit.
That they were going to squirt at you?
Well, I didn't know if they would squirt, but I thought you were like taking the piss.
No.
I thought you were having me on for a little bit. Oh, Harland, we're going to eat the flowers, mate. Like it was weird.
Yeah.
But I thought, hey, when in Rome
Right.
or when in Maggie's kitchen, let's do it.
Yeah.
So can I show people what that dinner actually looked like?
Yes.
Like this, folks, this is how the dinner, like it was just raw, like just eating flowers.
Yes. It was very like, it was for Bambi. It was very Bambidextrous. I like how you're like chewing it like that.
Well, I'm not eating to eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like I felt like an elk.
Yeah.
But I did it. We ate
Did it. We ate the flowers.
just like stuff. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were those flowers pollinated or unpollinated? By the way,
I don't know. Maybe they were not.
but it was interesting. It was
It was.
unique. I appreciated it, but it was not easy. I felt like a camel, like grazing.
It was very agricultural.
It was like
very,
I came to eat, and I've never grazed, but I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
It was really good.
Got any gravy? And then for dessert, we had grass seed. No, I'm kidding. But I got to get a drink now. My mouth tastes like rotten meat. Will you hold down the podcast
I'll
for
hold it
30
down.
seconds?
Yes, we're here.
Say whatever you want.
Okay, we're here.
Except nothing about hate and nothing about sideburns.
What? He came over and we had flower salad, but they were edible flowers. They were really like flowers that you could eat. They weren't flowers from the garden. Oh, thank you. They weren't flowers that were like peed on by dogs. You know, like weird peed on flowers. You don't want that. You don't want like flowers that, you know, have like bugs in them. These were like flowers that you could actually eat, and they bought them at Gelson's in a box that said edible flower arrangement. So I think that, you know, it was a romantic kind of a gesture.
Keep going.
They were.
Oh, it was romantic gesture.
I thought that was a romantic gesture. Instead of giving you flowers, I served you flowers.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
So it was sort of a romantic gesture.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
lovely.
It was lovely. And I'll tell you what, Maggie. Do you like
Yes.
that stuff?
Sure,
There's
I've never
water
had
if you want water
No,
instead.
this is good. I like this.
It's delicious. It's like flour flavored.
Flour, delicious.
But I'll tell you, I've never forgot the dinner.
Great, yeah. That's what it's supposed to do.
It was so unique.
Very unique.
And
That house is gone. That house is unique too.
it was such a neat house. It was like 4 floors.
It's all stilts, on stilts.
Yeah, it was on stilts. It was like upstairs. There was like 4 or 5 floors. It was everything was unique.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I ruined the evening. Do you remember what happened after dinner?
Did What did you do?
I told the Baskin Robbins banana story.
Oh, no.
Do you remember that?
No.
You probably don't. But
What happened?
I don't smoke weed hardly ever. And after the flowers, you broke out the plants.
Right.
You broke out a little Honjonas, a little
Right.
jointy joint.
Right.
This was back in the days when joints were still joints, remember?
Yes.
Now it's like edibles, and
Yeah.
you could lick your sister's forehead. You could eat a car bumper. Like, everything's got THC in it now.
Yeah.
So you gave me a joint, and because I don't do that hardly ever often,
Right.
hardly often ever, hardly otters like to slide down snowbanks into heaven. I'm getting my words mixed up. I apologize. I know.
You were very affected by that joint.
Yeah, and so what happened is when I used to do, if I ever tried that stuff, I'd get very talkative, and I'd fixate on the dopiest story, and I don't know if I put you through hell or not, but I started giggling, and you were like, "What the hell's going on?" And I said, "Do you want to hear what happened at Baskin Robbins?" And you were like, "Yeah," and you were just looking at me kind of like the way you are now, like just kind of like. And I told the story. I went to Baskin Robbins in Glendale. I ordered a chocolate milkshake. And this kid, this pudgy kid who looked like the Gary Larson characters. Remember that comic, The Far Side?
Yeah.
He had these, I'll put a picture up. But the pudgy kid with the nose and the freckles and this kid looked exactly like a Gary Larson thing.
Oh.
I ordered a chocolate milkshake. It took forever. It was really busy. It took about 25 minutes to get my shake. This kid was sort of fat and pudgy and new, and he had the little Baskin Robbins outfit and the freckles and the teeth and the little, he kind of had a, almost like a voice like, and he finally gave me they put the ice cream in the metal thing and they grind it and the shrapnel gets in it and you have to go to and he finally gave it to me and I was pissed. I sipped it. And the kid was just looking at me with his pudgy, like Gary Larson Far Side face. And I took my first sip and I went, sometimes they put other flavors of ice cream in the same thing and they don't rinse it out.
Right.
So someone must have ordered like banana ice cream or something.
Oh, no.
So I took a sip and I just went, "Oh, dude, this tastes like banana." And the little pudgy kid, he just went, "A banana?" Like he was so shocked. And that was the whole story.
Yeah.
But to me, I couldn't stop laughing. And I remember you were sitting there just watching me, and I'm dying. And when I used to ever try that stuff, I'd sort of rock back and forth, I'd get fidgety.
Yeah.
And you were just like, "I never should have had this guy over for flowers. What the hell is he talking about?"
It really affected you.
Well, that's why I say I think I ruined the whole dinner.
It wasn't ruined.
It wasn't?
No, it was really fun. But I remember that you did get very, very confused and high. I
Yeah.
don't remember the banana story, but that's a good story.
It's a great story.
It's a really great story.
Even now, it's annoying. But I remember you were very calm. You were like, because I always thought, because I got goofy when I smoked that stuff. I thought everyone else did.
Yeah.
But you were just kind of sitting there, like,
Yeah.
politely watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just sort of makes me feel, I guess, introspective
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. I don't smoke pot anymore. But
Yeah.
maybe if I smoked it now, I would get really goofy.
Yeah. Did you used to smoke it a lot and all that
Yes.
stuff? You
Yes.
did. You were
Yes.
in a place once, and I don't want to talk about anything if it's something you don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
But did you go to a place once where you were kind of getting too deep into that
Yeah,
kind of
totally.
stuff?
Yeah.
Do we talk about that or no?
We can talk
Out of
about that.
respect, I don't want to.
No, it's good.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Because I remember we were buddies and we hung out. We were all in the same comedy circles. And then you might not remember. One day I was going to LAX to a show.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw you at the airport.
Yes.
And you were like, "Hey, Harland," you hugged me. And it's like, I think you might have been married or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, "Hey, come hang out." And, you were, I don't want to talk about anything weird if you don't like, but you were like kind of very open about your sexuality.
Yeah.
And was there a time when you were sort of into devil worship or something?
Oh, no, but my ex-husband was very into that. Not necessarily devil worship, but very like into all sorts of alternative religions.
Yeah. And that was it. I bumped into you. You're like, hey, come on over. We're doing a devil ceremony and we can all have sex. And I was just like, Maggie? Like, but you talked about it like you were talking about the weather.
Yes.
And I was like, it blew my mind, but it was also like, I was sort of jealous. I was like, I'm good for her for being so comfortable and open.
Yes.
But did that sort of cascade into too much? Did it become a problem?
Yeah, I think so. So I went to rehab.
Okay.
And then I got divorced, but I got divorced way before that. But then I went to rehab, and then I stayed in rehab for almost 2 years.
Can we ask what it was for?
Everything, for alcohol, all drugs.
Wow.
Everything anybody could take, I was taking.
You were just...
Yeah.
And do you know why? Were you just trying to live this life where, you know, just anything went? Or was your husband influencing you? Or were you just fell into it?
I just fell into it. You know, you get into these like bad habits and then you just fall into it. And then like comedy kind of makes it easy because you have a lot of free time.
Yeah, right.
You know? So you could do
That's
like weird
right.
stuff.
You could end up if you're not putting your time into your creative stuff, you could end up a lot of comics and entertainers and artists in general will drift.
Yeah.
That's why I hear so many stories about people in recovery or died of overdosing or things like that.
Yeah. So I almost died of overdose a bunch of times.
What?
Yeah.
A bunch of times?
A bunch of times.
A banana?
A whole banana.
A bunch of times?
A bunch of bananas.
Like how many times?
Oh gosh, maybe 70 or 80 times.
No.
At least.
That's more than a bunch. That's a herd.
It's a herd.
Are we okay talking about this? Because I see people just randomly start talking, and I really want to respect your boundaries and your comfortability. And if this is stuff you don't want to chat about, you tell me. Because I really admire you and I respect you, and I don't want to go, I don't see this stuff as just fodder for talking. It's very good. Personal, but because I know you and I was part of witnessing some of that, I thought I'd ask you about it and see if you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
But I've been sober for almost 9 years now.
Fantastic.
Which is great.
Yeah.
You know, like I just spent a lot of time taking care of my mental health, and so I feel really good now, which is amazing.
What do you say? Because mental health is such a broad spectrum, and maybe this will be helpful to other people watching. What's the thing that you really zone in on to sort of reclaim your mental health? Would you say there's one pivotal point of focus or one sort of target you aim for when you're trying to rein that mental health in and kind of get back in control of things?
I think it's just about being peaceful. Like I meditate and stuff. Like I do that a lot. I do that every day.
You do?
You know? Yeah. That helps.
Yeah. So it's sort of about finding harmony to a degree?
Yeah, finding the peaceful places that you can set your mind
in,
and constantly doing that.
Is that work, or is that sort of like now a respite for you? Is that
I have to do it.
You have to do it?
Yeah, I have to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And is it laborious to do it, or do you wake up and go, oh, I look forward to it?
Both. It can be really like a drag to do it.
Yeah.
I just can't get my mind still, or it's hard to focus, but it's really important.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
But I love doing it. And then like all of my cats and my dog, they all know when I'm doing it, and they all come and lay on my body. So we're all meditating together.
Whoa.
And we're just all like one big cat, dog, mommy pile.
Whoa.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's just like a big like cuddle.
Yeah.
Like a nest of critter. Like when you see all the puppies feeding on mommy, they're just all in the belly tucked in. And
that's all they do. They all get on my body. I mean, it's hard to sleep sometimes because they're always on my body.
Do they make the noises like how they're
it's so cute.
Oh. And did the old hubby, do you think he sort of influenced your pathway into kind of a little bit of the debauchery, or
maybe? But I think it's just like I don't know what we were doing. We were just having fun.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Huh.
He's cool. I ran into him at the vet. He has a new wife, and they were at the vet.
Oh wow!
And I saw him. Oh, he has dogs, and I had one of my cats there. So
Wow.
we got to introduce them.
How about if you were still bitter and you ran into him with a vet? Like just ran over him with a Corvette Stingray and said, "This is for all the bullshit you put me through, Donnie," or whatever his name is. And then put it and just ran into him with the vet.
with a Corvette.
Would that be something you'd be into?
Yeah, why
yeah,
not?
I thought
Why
there was
not?
why not?
That's
Run
all
over
right.
your ex with a vet.
Do it.
That should be a day. Because we
Go
have
ahead.
Veterans Day. How about run over your ex with a vet
I
day?
think that's a good idea.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that might be 3 years worth of meditating right there. Because think of all
Just
the stuff,
all
all
of
the
it.
baggage you would pump
feel so
out just
good.
running over your ex with a Corvette Stingray and the old kind, from the 70s.
Yeah, love it.
Oh, baby lumps.
You never got married.
I did.
You did?
I did.
When
yeah.
did you get married?
Yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thanks. No, mine was years ago, like over 25 years ago.
Uh-huh.
See, now I'm the opposite of you. That's why I was so concerned about asking you. I don't talk about that publicly. Mm-hmm. But I would talk to you about it privately, but I don't talk about it openly.
I see.
And you respect my boundaries, I
Of
hope.
course.
But that's why I asked you about yours, because I didn't
Yes.
want to, especially as a friend, an old friend, I didn't want to just go,
Okay.
oh, well, let's bring up the painful past. I thought if you
No.
wanted to talk about it, you would.
It's not painful. It's not painful. It's
Yeah.
just like, I never, I go long periods without seeing you, and then suddenly you're on the Great Barrier Reef. Remember when you went to the Great Barrier Reef?
Oh, yeah. Well, for reference, if you want to hear more about that trip, and I don't mind plugging this, but I just did a podcast called Ari Shafir, You Be Tripping, on YouTube. And the whole episode is about my trip around the world, which
Wow.
included the Great Barrier Reef. And
Yes.
it was like 9 or 10 or 12 other countries all in one trip. It's a pretty
Yes.
fascinating adventure. So if you haven't seen You Be Tripping with Ari Shafir on YouTube, you can
That's cool.
hear more of that.
That's really cool.
But speaking of journeys and comedy, your comedy, I want to find out about where you're singing now too, but I want
Yes.
to talk about your comedy journey, because when we first met, you were just so funny. You were killing it, and a lot of your comedy was coming from your Korean heritage.
Yes.
And dealing with your family and your mother, and how your mother didn't really understand,
Yeah.
because your mother came from Korea,
Yes.
so she was still fully, heavily sort of immersed more in the Korean culture
Yes.
and assimilating to American culture, whereas you were born here, right?
Yes.
So your comedy sort of started there, and then you kind of became, from what I saw, a little more eclectic. And then you were doing a lot of shows that sort of were centered a lot around the LGBTQ community. And,
Yes.
and then where is it now? Where is your comedy
I think
now,
it's
would
a
you say?
combination of everything.
Is it?
You
Yeah.
know, and I still take care of my parents. I just moved them into a nice assisted living.
Oh, they
in
play hockey?
Yes.
Oh, how many assists do they have?
A lot.
Too
A lot.
soon. So assisted living.
They live in Irvine now.
Does that? I was gonna ask, does the place have a cool name? Because sometimes the assisted, like Moon Glow Estates
Oh,
or
no, nothing like that.
Tinkerbell
No,
Manor, or
no,
some of.
no.
Okay, you don't have to name it. I don't. God knows we don't want people harassing.
It's a nice place. It's really really nice.
Do you think
And
they
so-
take a guy like me?
Yeah, we could do it. We could go move in now because they do 55 and up.
Really?
Yeah, there's people like our age that live there. I think that's great.
What if we moved in, but your parents became too overbearing?
They have a tendency to be.
So there's me and you just trying to get on with our lives at the
Yes.
senior center, eat the
Yeah.
porridge, play the bingo,
Yeah.
roll around in our wheelchairs holding hands.
They have a drum circle at night, and then they like all get in there, and they have their dinner at like 4 p.m. They love it. My parents really love it there.
Wow. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's
And-
nice.
And you got them in there?
Yeah.
But your early comedy, man, your stories about your mother, and you would do her voice.
Yeah.
You would do her inflection, her
Yes.
Korean accent.
Yes. Yes.
And it was so funny. Do you miss talking to her like all the time, or do you still talk to
I
her?
talk to her all the time. She's like really happy because she can't hear me. I
She's-
have a hearing aid. I'm not going to turn it on because I don't want to listen to you.
Love that voice.
She won't turn it on. I don't like to listen to.
Oh.
She'll turn it right off.
As a character actor,
Yes.
as a deep character actor who's probably been overlooked by this town and several Oscar nominations, would it be insulting, and be honest,
Yes.
because you just triggered something in me right there,
Yes.
something deep and beautiful and wonderful. Would
Yes.
it be an insult if, because your mother can't hear anymore, maybe you're missing those mother-daughter conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Would it benefit you? Would it be endearing for you, for me to play your mother and we just have a talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I do her voice?
Do it.
Oh my gosh. Do we do it on the phone or do we do it?
We'll probably have to do it on the phone.
Okay, so we'll pretend we're on the phone.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. I do your
do
mother.
her.
What's your mother's name?
Young.
Wow.
Young.
Okay.
You could just call her Mommy. She's going to call herself Mommy.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, hello, Margaret.
Oh, you're doing it so good.
Who doing what so good?
You're doing your voice so good.
Well, of course I'm doing it so good, Margaret, because it's me, Mommy.
Oh my God, you're doing it so good. But you know what? One thing you might be forgetting is you can't hear.
Pardon me? Hello? Is there someone there, Margaret?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, are you a mime? Are you at mime school, Margaret?
Yeah, we're being quiet, so we're miming.
Would you do mommy a favor, Margaret? Were you
Yeah.
at mime school, please?
Yes.
Will you do a silent fart for mommy? Ooh, Mommy Reich, Mommy Reich. Oh, that was such a nice.
That was
Hold
such
on. What's your father's name?
Daddy.
Daddy, Daddy. Margaret, just do silent mime fart.
Well, how did you hear that?
What? Are you saying something?
No. Bye, Mommy.
Wait, could you do one more siren fart before we go for mommy, please? Put the phone right near your little asshole. Oh, put a little louder. Oh, you're my good girl. Mommy love you.
I love you.
Oh.
That was so good.
Is she gone?
Yeah.
Hello? I don't know if she's gone. I can't hear a fucking word. Are you fucking there? Hello? Oh, for fuck's sake. Daddy, get the vibrator.
Oh my
No, I
God.
didn't mean that last part.
Oh my God.
I didn't mean the last part about the
That was
daddy.
a good part. That was a good part.
I didn't mean the last part about daddy and the vibrator
That
and
was
the
really
senior.
good. No,
Do they allow
I thought that-
vibrators in
they
the senior
do.
center?
They do. Keeps the lymph moving around.
The what?
The lymph.
No way.
That's when you get old, you need to keep your lymph moving around.
They have a limp?
A lymph.
What's that? Sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
It's all the body fluids.
Get the lymph.
Get the lymph.
I'm the lymph. I'm here for the seniors. I'm here to do the sponge bath. Is that the lymph?
Yeah. What a character.
Did you like did I do your mother justice?
You did the best.
It wasn't an insult, right?
No, it was perfect.
See, what people need to understand, and you know this, we've been together for 30 years as friends. I'm a deep, deep, deep character actor, probably overlooked by the Academy, the Emmys.
You're an amazing character actor.
One of the best this city's
greatest.
ever seen. And so when I go deep, when I hear an opportunity to act, and I take
Amazing.
on, I wear it like a coat that you just found at one of these places that do the regurgitated clothing, and it smells like mothballs, tangerines, and old lady meat. I put it on, and Daddy rolls
Incredible.
I roll down Brokeback Mountain like a butt plug covered in salad dressing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's colorful.
that's what I do.
I like that.
That was a trip. Okay, so your comedy now is a blend of everything.
Yes.
Centering more towards the older kind of stuff with your family, or
Yeah,
is it
both.
more political? Is it
But,
more
that too.
socially
All of
conscious?
it.
Really?
Everything. I try to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do it all.
And it's not just you have a big impact on the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
You have huge fans there.
Yes.
You don't direct your comedy at them. They're just
Well, it's
people
all
who
you know,
like it,
'cause
right?
I'm part of that community too.
Oh, are
So,
you
yes.
LGBTQ?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Wait, Maggie.
Yes. Hello.
Maggie, are you seeing the boy or the girls?
Both.
Okay, get the vibrator, Daddy.
No,
No, I didn't mean it. That was your mother, not me. Wait, when did you become? When did you become? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I've always been. I
What?
didn't become. I've always been.
Oh, I thought you used to like. You used to like boys, though, didn't you?
But I still like boys.
Oh, so you do double.
I do
You do
double.
double duty.
I do double duty. I like everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, jeez.
Yes.
Okay. What do you like better? Is there like, do you like the girls a little better or the boy, or are they just completely
I think they're
50-50?
both 50-50. I think it's 50-50.
So can you have a boyfriend and a girlfriend at the same time?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing right now. Are you
No, there's nobody right now.
nobody?
Nobody, which is probably best for everyone. Thank you.
There's somebody now.
Nice.
Oh, Maggie. Whoa, Maggie. Maggie, have a drink. Dinner's not till 6 o'clock. Oh, my God. Wait, how did I not know that for all these years?
I skipped a detail. It's skipped.
Because I remember I was up in Canada. This was about 8 years ago. I'm up in Canada. I'm shooting a sitcom. I'm having dinner by myself. I just finished shooting. Long day. I sit down. I'm at a sushi restaurant in Vancouver. My phone rings. It's you. Mm-hmm. And you're talking to me, asking, you said, oh, I had a big breakup. And you're asking me about relationship. And I'm going, Maggie, it's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. And I just assumed it was a guy.
Yeah.
Was it a girl?
Yeah, I think so.
So I was given lesbian advice and I didn't even know it.
It's all right. It still applies.
I'm sort of proud of
I
myself.
thought you did a good job.
Did I help in any way?
Yeah, you always do.
Did I save it or wreck it?
It was perfectly wrecked in the beginning, so because it couldn't be saved.
You know why I'm doing that?
Why?
Who's a better kisser, men or women?
I think it depends.
It-
It depends. It's always different.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's no definitive,
No,
because
there's no
men can be a
definitive.
bit gruff
Yeah,
and
but
women.
it's nice that though. It depends.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So the best kiss you've ever had, if you can remember them, was it male or
I think
female?
it was male.
What? I'm
I
surprised.
think it was male.
Was it because men can be a little more, come here, darling?
There's a softness to men sometimes. That's really nice.
Oh, so like, come here, darling.
Yeah.
No.
You made it sound like a bird.
Yeah, it was a bit fancy.
Tweety.
Was a bit like.
Yeah,
Do you want a man that's a little like soft? Don't you want like Fabio covered with ketchup, just grabbing you? And
Ketchup.
I don't know why I even said that. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I get condiment
I like
disease.
that.
I have condiment disease.
Yeah.
Every now and then I just say relish or.
It's okay.
But don't you want a man to be a little more manly? Like, come here, darling.
Yeah.
Versus a.
I like both.
So it was a man.
I think it was a man.
But you stated the man was a bit softer.
yeah.
Huh. So you like a soft kiss from a manly
Yeah,
man?
it's nice.
Huh.
It takes a little bit of, yeah. It's nice when a man can be sort of like really soft.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like an effeminate man? Or are we talking a burly guy, like a football player who can kiss softly?
Be gentle.
Oh, I can see that.
That's nice.
I would know. There's a difference maybe between gentle and sensual. I could see a big guy being sensual, which
Yeah, that's good
sort of
too.
translates.
It can be gentle and sensual.
Okay, because
I like
that I feel I'm not into guys. I don't kiss guys.
Yeah.
You know that, but I could see a big man, a burly guy being sensual,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's not
nice.
necessarily
No, I think it's good.
okay.
Look at her.
Oh, your little muffin top.
She's tired, so she's like leaning on my arm.
You know what we should do? I have one more kissing question, and then I think I've got a little treat for fluff and stuff.
Okay.
Tongue or no tongue? Are you like nuts for tongue kissing, or would you rather?
I like tongue.
You do?
Yeah.
What kind of tongue? Long and pointy or flat and stubby? Like, how do you like it? Moist or dry?
Moist.
Moist tongue.
Moist tongue, but not
Not too long.
not too long.
You
not,
don't want it down here.
No, not lizardy.
You want it like molar tooth, like
Yeah,
wisdom
like
tooth.
reasonably far in, but not all the way down.
Like, let's make out, baby, clean my wisdom tooth
That's
type
all right,
of thing.
yeah.
Versus, hey, baby, suck my epiglottis.
Like a pilot fish,
oh, yeah.
you know, like a little, like, you know.
Oh, pilot fish. Yeah,
That's nice.
it is. I'm just picturing you.
What, like in the Great Barrier Reef? When you went to the Great Barrier Reef, did you see any pilot fish? Did you see any large
did.
fish with little fish around their jaws?
Yeah, the little fish go in and clean. The
Yeah,
the
I love
big
that.
fish, like the groupers and even the sharks, they'll just sit there and hover with their mouths open, and all the little fish will go right in their mouths.
I
and
love that.
They've got some kind of symbiotic relationship
Yeah.
where normally the big fish would just engulf the little fish, consume them,
No.
shit them out into the Mediterranean Sea.
They have a very nice relationship.
This relationship where they go in and they pick their gingivitis, halitosis gums.
I wish she could do that with me,
Who?
Lucia.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Lucia is very, very important to you.
Yes.
And I think Lucia is even more important to me.
Yeah.
We have a real bond.
You do.
And again, I've been real careful not to step on any of your feelings.
Yeah.
I've been very careful to be respectful of Maggie Cho.
Yes.
And now I'm going to ask one more favor. Is it okay for just maybe 2 minutes, out of respect for Lucia, I do an interview with her?
Do it.
And you put her up on the table, and I just have a few questions, and you take a back seat for a moment?
I love that. Do
You're
it.
okay with
Yeah,
this?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Can I prepare?
Prepare.
Okay. I'm just going to get ready, okay? Let me...
Oh my God.
I'm just getting ready here for Lucia.
She's like giving you privacy.
Yeah.
She's giving you really a lot of privacy.
She's what?
She's giving you a lot of privacy. No,
Yeah.
she's like really scared.
Well, it's not easy to talk to one of the top talk show hosts in the canine world.
She's very nervous.
I know. Well, it's her first talk show.
Yeah.
Me and you know, when was the first time you did Conan or The Tonight Show?
Yeah,
or
it was
Letterman?
nerve-wracking.
Right?
So scary.
Okay. Well,
She's not looking at you.
well,
Look at her. Look at her. Look-
Lucia.
Go over there. Go over
Hey, you chase any good sticks this week or anything?
Go.
Like, anyone throw a nice stick, or you had any good food handed off under the table? You know, a meatball or a piece of bacon or anything? Not too chatty. You dating anyone? Hi. You seeing anyone at the moment, or you just? Wow. Okay, not going as good as I'd hoped, but is there anything you want me to ask her, Maggie?
Do you see if she'll be held? Do you want to see if she'll hold?
Do you want to come and? Oh my God! I think she's just not used to being on a talk show.
She's just not being used to being interviewed by other dogs.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
she's like really like, just not into it.
Okay, well, let's give a round of applause
Thank
to our
you.
first canine guest. I'm Caramel Corn the Pug, and thanks for being here. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable.
I mean,
I get it. You get nervous.
how about now? What is she?
Hi. Oh, look there. Oh, she didn't really like Caramel Corn the Pug.
She likes you.
How about a peace offering? Oh, tender treat. She loves me.
She loves you.
Yeah. I think I want to have her puppies.
Okay,
Is that something we can arrange?
I think so.
Wow.
Good girl.
I want to go back real quickly because, as a Korean woman, and I don't mean to wobble my neck when I say that, but how often do I get to say that? Did you see what I did? I went, as a Korean woman.
You wobbled.
Why is that?
I don't know. Why did you wobble it?
It's the way it comes out. It's the cadence, and it's the pairing, the marriage of the words. I've never had words that gave me a head wobble.
Yeah, now you do.
As a Korean woman, wow. Does it happen when you do it or no?
Yeah.
If you say
Korean woman.
What is that? What is that? Wow. Wow. As a Korean woman, you're the only Korean woman I know in stand-up. And then on the other side, on the male side, we have Bobby Lee, who's a Korean male comic. Are you guys buddies?
Yeah.
And the reason I'm asking that is because as the only two Korean comedians that I'm aware of in the U.S., whenever I run into Canadian comedians, we have this silent sort of camaraderie.
Oh, yeah.
There's this connection because we're simply Canadian. We came from the same place, or we have the same heritage, the same background.
Yeah.
And I don't want to generalize, races and stuff, but with Bobby, did you ever have sort of that connection?
Yeah.
You
We're
did?
very close.
Oh, can you tell me?
I just love him.
And what is it about the Korean connection that sort of...
We just have a lot in common,
Yeah.
I feel like so affectionate towards him, and I think he's really funny.
Yeah.
And he's a good egg.
And when you see him, is there the kind of that, like what I have with Canadian guys, is there a bit of that silent, hey, my
Like
people
warmth.
type of thing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, to me, it's like comfort food. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's like your poutine.
Yeah, it's like other Canadians are like my poutine.
Your poutine.
So I wanted to see if you guys sort of had that camaraderie. And I always thought, not that you guys will ever get together, but I think Bobby likes men and women too.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't know. I just made that up.
I don't think he does. I think he likes women.
I know, I'm kidding. But there's an Asian name, I'm not sure if it's Korean, but I think it is, where a last name and sometimes a middle name, fuck, F-U-K. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I think it's it could be like P-H-U-C.
Oh, so puck. Fuck.
It could be maybe Vietnamese.
So this is my own little dream thing, and I hate to dump it on you, but if you and Bobby got together and you had a child and you named him Fuck, he could, when the baby was born, you could all yell, Choli Fuck. Right?
Yeah.
And this is what I do. This is what we do at
I
the
love
Harland
it.
Highway Park. We create, we throw ideas around.
Create worlds.
Yeah.
You create worlds.
Like your kid spills the milk. Oh, Choli, fuck.
I love it.
So if you guys ever have a kid, what will you name him?
Fuck.
Wow.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah. Do people in Korea, is that like a comical thing that, or is fuck more of a North American English swear word?
Well, Koreans say shibal.
That means
Shibal, which is like shibaseki. It's like son of a bitch.
oh, okay.
That's like the bad word.
But if you ran into someone with the name fuck, P-H-U-K, do even Korean and Asian people go?
No, you wouldn't.
That's what
you
I mean.
wouldn't think of it like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, because I love culture. I love. There's a mystique about Korean culture. Mm-hmm. I love it, and I wanted to ask you: have you been to Korea?
Yes.
So on that theme of camaraderie and knowing your own and having that kind of feeling, talk to me about North Korea. Is there a hurt? Is there a hole inside of South Korean citizens where they wish everything was a hole? Or
Yes.
is North Korean seen as this poisonous cancer
Well,
that sits atop?
It is also that.
It
They
is.
There is also. It's still Korea.
Yeah.
So we still have relatives over there.
You have relatives in North Korea?
Yeah. Korea still was,
Who, the
it was
fucks?
one country.
It's not
Yeah.
the fucks, is it?
No, it isn't the Fox, but
Who is it?
the other Chos. There are other
There's
Chos.
chosen
There's
in
more
North
Chos.
Korea. There's
yeah.
North Korea Chos?
Yeah.
And did they chose to live there or did they?
No, they just got stuck.
What? Oh, so what happened? Tell me that story.
It got divided. The country got divided.
Right. And then so some of them, almost like a hurricane, said, oh, we're getting out before the political storm. And, and others said, oh, we're going to stay.
Yeah.
And
they got stuck.
wow, does that hurt? Like is in the family?
It's a bummer.
Can you communicate with them? You can't even send mail?
No.
Oh my God. So you don't even know if they're alive or dead.
No, we don't know. We don't know how they're doing.
How many would you say are up there?
I don't know. A lot.
Wow.
A lot.
I was going to ask you, I was going to say, well, but I'll just say it. What would your dream be for the two Koreas in the future?
I wish they would reunite and that we could actually have one Korea.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
I remember I lived in Germany when the wall came down.
Wow.
When the wall became down between East and West Germany. I actually got to go to the wall and hit it with a sledgehammer. I spray painted the Canadian flag on the wall.
With a maple leaf?
Yeah, I did a maple leaf at Checkpoint. It was right at Checkpoint Charlie.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Amazing.
And personally, as a Canadian guy who wasn't part of German heritage, I was like, oh my God, this is fantastic. The East and the West, the countries uniting. It's the division and the wall is gone. And then I remember living there and asking some of my German friends, like, how do you feel about this? Is this wonderful that you're reunited with your the other half of your country? They go, hell no, we don't like that. We got to pay for it all.
Yeah.
And I was so bummed that, and it wasn't all of them, but a lot of the younger ones were like, no, we don't want this. Now, our taxes, we got to pay for all these new citizens. And I was like, well, that's going to mend in the future. But it's funny that not all people want, that resolution.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to you, that's something
I think they want it in Korea. I think they do.
Is that something you ever think about, or is that an oddity that I'm asking you this?
No, I think about it.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I hope that they can reunite, and I hope that people from North Korea can have some freedom, because they don't right now.
Yeah.
It's a very tough place to live.
Yeah. Sort of scary.
They don't have a good time there, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know that they know what a good time is.
No.
Because they're not allowed to know what a good time is.
They don't allow them to have any fun.
It's like their good time is let's go out in the driveway and play with some pebbles and a twig, It's like, they're not exposed to, I mean, I'm sure they have a good time, but they're not exposed to the plentiful world of things that exist that we know of.
Yeah.
Oh, Maggie.
They're missing out. They're missing out on this podcast.
Well, not this one. Here's the kicker. And if you want to say hi to the North Korean Chos,
hi.
My podcast, and I've told this to my 12 listeners over the years, there's Donnie Dimpleface down in Boston. We have Marlene Mongo Tits over in North Carolina. And down just in San Diego, we got Larry Lump Nostrils down there. Yeah. And they know this. Mine's the only podcast that goes all over the world to every country. Rogan doesn't. Theo Vaughn. They can go suck a marmalade sandwich off the back of a wombat in a eucalyptus fire in Australia. I'll say that to them. This is playing in North Korea right now, the Harland Highway. If you want to say hi to any of the Chos,
hi.
Do you know any first names?
No.
What about Carol Cho or Donnie?
Donnie Cho.
It's up to
Carol Cho.
Oh, hi, Donnie and Carol Cho from the Harland Highway. Should we have a moment of silence? It feels like it. Like I like to follow the chi.
Should we pray?
Let's pray. We pray. Here's my prayer. Ready, Margaret? Mm-hmm. I pray that the good Lord someday, soon, finds resolution between the North and South Korean peoples so that they can come together as one, reunite, and reclaim their heritage, their proud heritage, their noble heritage, and everything that comes with it. That's my prayer to you today, Lord. Amen.
Thank you.
That's a pretty good one,
That was really good.
Do you believe in prayer?
Yes.
Me too.
I do. I think it's nice.
Good. It's beautiful. That's the thing. People don't realize it's free.
It's free.
And the only upside to it is that you get what you prayed for.
Right.
And the downside is, maybe I didn't get what I want. But I find with prayer, sometimes you get residual pieces of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you might say, I pray that I'd get this or that. And you might not get the whole thing. But I think when you pray, it's heard. And sometimes I think you get pieces of it that incrementally lead you to the whole thing.
Yes, I love that.
Were you praying right now?
Yeah.
Can you want to do it out loud or no? Is it private?
Yeah, it was between me and Lucia.
Oh. Imagine if there was a giant meatloaf here right now. Can we do...
I pray for a meatloaf to be in our future really soon. Like a meatloaf that is bigger than the actual singer meatloaf.
Yeah, it's a biggie.
With ketchup.
Oh, gravy.
And gravy. And caramelized onions.
Talk to me.
And on a bed of mashed potatoes. Amen. Amen.
Amen. A meatloaf. Well, just on the final thing about Korea, I've always, my whole life, and I think a lot of my listeners are the same way, I've always wanted to learn a Korean nursery rhyme song. Like, here we have Ring Around the Rosie, Pocket Full of, that type of thing. Is there a way, do you know any, like, kiddie songs? Like
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. That's like that's from the Squid Game. Do you ever watch the Squid Game?
Sure, I love ink.
The red light, green light.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. A child's like
It
nursery
is?
rhyme, and she's saying,
Could,
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
say it again.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
무궁화
꽃이 피었습니다. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
And then didn't they get their head shot
Yeah.
off? Yeah, can we maybe do one about fluffy chickens or rabbits?
That's the only one I know.
You know the kids' song about getting shot,
That's
your
all.
head blown off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
funny kids over there in Korea. Well, Maggie, let's do our final segment. Oh, yeah. Chow down. You need a snack? By the way, these are pollinated, too. Yeah, stuff it. Our final segment, Maggie Cho. Can I just say what a pleasure it's been
What a
having you
pleasure.
here?
Thank you.
And your dog's very first talk show appearance.
She was
Terrified.
terrified of
But
the
that's
pug.
stage fright. Not everyone's their first time
She's
they
so
do
scared of the pug.
Yeah, Caramel Corn the Pug.
That was really hard for her.
It was. But the more she comes back, the more she'll get used to it. This is an authentic Dutch clog.
Wow.
It's full of words. What you do is you reach inside and pull a word. And if you have something that happened in your life, in your journey that relates to the word, a story, maybe it's yours, maybe it's a friend's, go for it.
Haunted house.
Oh, here we go.
I think my house that I live in now is haunted.
What?
Because there was a dog that lived there when I was looking at the house before I bought it. And her name was Tyler.
Oh, God.
And she would sit outside on outside of these like French doors, and I could see her face in the window. And so after they moved out, I kept seeing her in the window, and I was like, well, that's funny. I don't know why the dog is still here. It's weird. I kept seeing her. And then I talked to the owner later, and he said, oh, no, Tyler died the day that we moved out. She was 21 years old. She loved that house, but she died. She hasn't been over there because she died.
What?
So I was like, but I kept seeing her in the window. And sometimes when it's dark out and I look out those French doors, I can see a little basset hound face.
It was a basset hound.
There's a little basset hound named Tyler. She was 21.
Oh, my God.
I still see her. So I think I still live in the haunted house.
Whoa. So it's haunted by a dog.
By a cute dog named Tyler.
Wow.
Sweet.
Wow. I wonder if it has fleas.
No.
Ghost fleas.
No. No.
Dust mites?
No. The end.
Wow. Did
The
we
end.
just end?
The end.
Is that the end of the podcast?
Yeah, the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end on the end. Folks, Margaret Cho here. Margaret, before we go, please plug anything you want to plug, your comedy dates, your band, your...
I'm doing comedy all over the place. People can find out at margaretcho.com. And I'm on Instagram at Margaret_Cho and on TikTok at the Margaret Cho.
Oh, wow. And that's just for your stand-up? What about your music?
And my music is on there
They
too.
can find your music.
Yes, everything.
Oh, Maggie, so good to have you here. Any final words of wisdom for anyone watching that you want to kind of pass along? I think there might be.
Don't eat flowers unless they're pollinated.
Exactly. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, chicken chow mein, baby. Yeah. You want to go pollinate?
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. It ended.
Hey everybody, how would you like your very own personal video message from me, yours truly? It's your birthday, it's your anniversary, it's your graduation, or you just want me to make you laugh? You get to pick the topic you want me to discuss, give me some talking points, and off we go. You can get it for yourself or get it for a friend. It's super easy and fun. Just go to the Cameo app on your phone or to cameo.com. And I record a custom video made just for you or your loved one. Your very own personalized Harland.